recently there's a saying by one of the minister asking youngsters to get married, and then he promised that with subsidy they will just get married, you will get your flat. This is his promise, and he tell the youngsters, I promise you me, you faster get married and they will give you a flat. And those senior those retired minister they already mentioned, all Singaporean, they will make sure that they had a roof over their head. Nobody will be leave out. So it's up to you. They give you a roof over the head. You want to sell it, you want to what it, then it's up to you. Then you don't blame the government. The government make sure you have this, then you misuse it, then you can't blame anybody.
普遍上都很好住的地方，因为新加坡毕竟是舒适的一个国家。我们很多人都称新加坡是第一世界国家。这虽然有一点夸张啦，但是还很多进步的空间。
What is the cost of the flat? Do they have a profit? Must the flat be that high? How they justify the cost of the flat? If let's say we compare to a neighbor country, so the building material are the same, land scarce, but now they by building higher, the land is still there. But they are there because of the foreigner come in. I think they are cater more for the foreigner as a package. For them to come here, you have one flat, register as a Singapore citizen, then you service the loan. This is what my personal opinion.
I feel it's expensive lah, but depends on the new generation. If you have a good job, good income shouldn't be a problem. But those who didn't no educated, I think they will face the problem. That's what I feel.
Absolutely not. I think the government should actually try to be more accommodating towards low-income families or the needy lah. As in, I think Singapore is very catered towards being a first world economy, that it kind of left out or neglect like those who are actually not on the top of the ladder. So yeah, I think it's actually a very tricky situation.
If you are continue to work and there's no you cannot stop working. If you stop working, you cannot afford a home. Because if you continue working, every month there's contribution, you can afford a home. The standard of living in Singapore is getting higher and higher. The flat, last time, if you buy a flat, it's less than 100,000. Now 100,000, you see nothing. The flat, the minimum, like 3 rooms, at least 300 over. You buy resale flat, if you don't have income, you will not be able to own a flat in Singapore.
Okay, for housing issues, it is still too expensive, okay? At the current size of a particular unit, it doesn't help encouraging couples to have children or even to have more children due to the small build-up areas and small size for the particular unit. So it's very cramped up.
I don't think so. I think like the housing is definitely one of the ways how they actually tax you to get the money. Like that's how they actually earn from you, from housing. It's like if you calculate, if you buy a house like at a certain time, and then if you pay like installments, and then by the time you pay everything, you're actually paying a lot more compared to what they say the price is. So I feel that it's actually a way for them to get money out of you without actually you knowing.
I would say housing, because I myself am actually looking for a house now. One of the key factors is actually the price, the amount of time taken to pay. You know, I'll be about 50 years old by then. For 25 years to pay up everything, I'll be about 50 years old. So that is a key factor for me. How long can I live? You know, that is something that worries me. Okay.
Because I just moved into a new house, new HDB. The government has built this new HDB. Last time I lived in a 2-room flat, which is very big. Now I live in a 5-room flat, which is smaller than the 2-room flat. Can you believe it? Why is it getting smaller and smaller? It should get bigger and bigger, right? I believe the people understand that I'm saying the truth. that we should not have a smaller house, because nowadays the government is promoting increase in birth rate, correct? If they want a more higher birth rate, they should have bigger houses for the kids, right? Because although we already pay so much for the house and for our kids to have a small house, isn't that a bit like wrong? Yeah, it doesn't match.
好像那个屋子的问题啊，一路以来都有的啊。现在屋子它炒到价钱那么高，然后现在我好像我全部的积蓄拿去买屋子，我下半辈子都是拿来还那个屋子。